Good morning. Welcome to Lisa Lesson. I'm your girl Lisa. I'm so happy that you're alive. I really am so happy that you're here. I'm proud of you. You made it through this week. You're doing great. You're changing the world. You're working on yourself, and that's what we're talking about. So if you don't know, someone is proud of you and someone loves you. All right. Okay, so this week I've been seeing a lot of news about the students at MSC and a lot of other schools are walking out in protesting for them to change gun laws. And hey, Dad, I love you. And to me, that's a word. Like I used to protest and march a lot, and I kind of lost faith because it was something that was I just didn't see change in what I was marching for. And I'm starting to realize that if you want real change, it has to be from everybody. Everybody has to understand that everybody is affected when a community or students are being killed. You know, it's not just one community. So when I'm seeing all these different schools in Florida, guys, they're walking out and protesting, okay? They're taking buses and they're doing these things like in Florida. This does not happen. It's a different story if it's in New York, if it's in LA, like that's something that in that culture, people are like, this is happening. Where do we rally? Where do we meet up? Where do we march? And in Florida, that's not something that happens. And I was thinking about it. Hey, what's up, Tim? I was thinking about it, and so many people give this younger generation so much heat, and they're like they don't know how to communicate, and me included. I'm just like, yo, they're always on their phone. I mean, my generation too. But what's interesting is I was talking to somebody, and I believe he's an educator, and he was like, you think that they're not listening? It's not that. They just know how to multitask, doing 5 different things. You think that they're not listening or they're in class and they're on their phones. It's not that. You'll see that they're doing great in school or whatever it is. So it's just very interesting to me, the way that they're just they're taking on the reins and they're becoming young leaders. And it's to me, to see young leaders from Florida who are actually trying to make change, like real change, is very inspiring. Makes me very proud because you see a lot of darkness in the world, and it's a younger generation that's trying to help make it a better place, and that makes me very happy. What's up, Belinda? What up, Tim? So that's what I learned this week. I learned that change can only come when all parties are affected, when everybody's actually trying to work together and listen to each other. It has to be a unit. We can't be separated. And the thing is that this is the other thing that I'm learning, that what I mean by when change has happened from all communities. When I was marching for Black Lives Matter, when we would rally and all that in New York, I noticed that it was primarily young Black and Latino people that were marching. Yes, there were also white people, and but I also noticed that when it was the Women's March, it was people came out, man. People came out, and it was a message. What I'm saying is we have to march for each other. It cannot just be one thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to be out for each other. And yeah, I think the younger generation is understanding that it comes with everybody coming together. So that's what I learned. I'm learning a lot from this young generation. I'm learning that they're listening and that they're finding strategies to get something done. And that to me is, I'm learning, man. I'm learning. I'm listening and I'm learning, and I'm watching their moves. So yeah, it's also interesting to watch history happen because you read books about MLK and these monumental moments, and history is happening. We have to wake up and be a part of it. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's scary because a call to action happens with us, and that's so scary. That's so scary. But these gun laws do need to change. Yeah, that's what I'm learning. You don't have to agree with me. It's just something that I'm seeing. And just because we don't agree doesn't mean that we don't like each other. It just means that we don't agree. We can still be humans and talk to one another and communicate. And that's another thing I'm learning. Just because you don't agree with somebody doesn't mean you hate them. You can still love, and giving somebody love, even from a place of, I don't agree with you, is extremely powerful. It's more powerful than calling them a name or shutting them out of your life, because how are we supposed to learn from each other if we're like, well, you believe, nah, I'm not rocking with you. How is change ever going to happen if we're just like, they're dumb or this or that? It doesn't. It has to come from a place of love. Yeah. I hope I didn't ramble. I feel like I didn't ramble. I feel a little bit like I rambled. Besides the point, I love you. You're so smart. You're so intelligent. Change starts with ourselves. That's a big pill to swallow, but it does. And then it happens in the world and it trickles. So yeah, there's a lot of bad going on, but we need to take a moment and look at all the good that is happening, because a lot of great is happening, and it's happening with our younger generation. It's happening all across the world. So we need to take a moment and be grateful, because that goes a long way. And when you have gratitude, that lives in your system a lot longer than when you're angry. You know, you can feel happy. So yeah, that's what I learned. I love you. You're so intelligent. You're so smart. You're so beautiful. You are going to change this world in the best way. You are going to be so kind to other people that it makes them want to do something kind for somebody else. And change is going to come, people. Change is going to come. Please believe it. It's not always going to be dark. It isn't. There's going to be light. All right. And there is light. We gotta look for it, because people do have flashlights out here. They do have candles. I'm telling you, like, these kids are young, but they're smart. I love you. I'm going to talk to y'all next Monday. All right. Bye.